Hello friends, so again I welcome you over Litmos YouTube platform. Today in this video we will see the current affairs of June 25 to 27. But first of all we will have a quick recap of the previous session. So the first question was, what is the rank of India in Global Passport Index? So the answer is 84th. Then India received $64 billion through FDI, that is foreign direct investment, in 2020. After this, Airtel entered with a joint venture for 5G technology with Tata Group, and the CEO of Airtel is Sunil Bharti Mittal and the CEO of Tata Group is N. Chandrasekaran. Ether Duflo means novelist, and Raghuram Rajan joined Economic Council of which state? So the right answer is Tamil Nadu. And Microsoft MCAP, that is market capitalization, is nearly 2 trillion US dollar. And the recent new chairman of Microsoft is Satya Nadella, who is also the current CEO of Microsoft. Then John McAfee passed away. He was the founder of antivirus computer software known as McAfee. And J.R.D. Tata topped the philanthropist list of last century. And Hemis festival is observed in Ladakh. Okay, so we will move to the next slide. This is the quiz for today's session. You have to comment the answer of these questions in the comment box. So Jio has collaborated with Google for which brand? You also have to tell that who is the chief of Saudi Aramco. What is ASBA? Then you have to tell that fame is related to which thing. And after this you have to tell that you have to name the strongest hotel brand in the world. And what is the name of the biography on Jacinda Ardern, who is the current New Zealand's Prime Minister? And what is the GDP forecast as per the Standard & Poor known as S&P? And what was the total bank credit in 2020? So as you know that SBI Clerk Pre is going to happen on July 13th, and mains examination will happen very soon. So you need to amp up your preparation. Okay. So moving forward to the first news. So Jio with Google for JioPhone. Reliance Jio and Google will roll out one of the most affordable 4G enabled smartphone on September 10. And also they will expand their partnership to power 5G solutions in enterprise and consumer segment. So Jio and Google have collaborated on two fronts. First, 4G based affordable smartphone, and another 5G, means Google will provide its 5G technology to Reliance Jio for its enterprise and consumer segment market. So when this affordable 4G phone will come out in the market, it will have a greater repercussions if we talk about in the context of socio and economic context. Next, if we see that what is next disruption, so RIL, that is Reliance Industries Limited, is going to set up 5,000 acre Dhirubhai Ambani Green Energy Giga Complex. So what is Giga Complex? Basically, through this Giga Complex, Reliance Industries Limited will establish and enable 100 gigawatt of solar power by 2030. Okay, and they will invest 60,000 crore for this project. If we talk in the I mean to say that currently India has total capacity of 40 gigawatt in solar power. So you can see that this goal is very audacious. Okay, so moving on to the next slide. Reliance Industries Limited offers board seat to Aramco and Gold Push. Why? Because Saudi Arabia, this Aramco is basically a Saudi Arabia based company. So this has acquired 2% stake in the Reliance Retail for 10,000 crore, means he has given 10,000 crore rupees and taken 2.04% stake in Reliance Retail. Okay, and who is the chief of Saudi Aramco? So very important question. So this person is Yasir Al Rumayyan. Okay, Yasir Al Rumayyan. So Reliance Industries Limited has offered a board seat to Saudi Aramco chief. Moving forward, now SEBI looks to broaden IPO reach. So what is the news? So Securities and Exchange Board of India, that is SEBI, plans to enlist payment banks to handle the application process of IPO. Okay, currently only means main banks handle the IPO applications, but now they want that payment bank can also enlist the application process of IPO in order to broaden the reach of capital market. Also, the regulator, that is SEBI, also wants to allow a small finance bank to provide so-called ASBA. What is ASBA? So this is application supported by blocked authorization. This is very important. This question was asked in many examinations. So the full form is very important for IPOs. And what is this ASBA facility? So basically the ASBA facility blocks the IPO application money in the bank amount till the time of allotment. Okay, so this facility basically blocks the IPO application money in the bank account of yours till the time of allotment of the share. However, SEBI has reservations in permitting mobile wallet to be part of the IPO process. So you can see here that currently means IPO applications mainly handled by bank. So SEBI wants that payment bank and a small finance bank as per the current news, these two things, that payment bank and small finance bank, could soon be allowed. And this move will help broaden the capital market reach. Okay, so moving on to the next slide. FAME 2 extended till March 31st, 2024. So the Government of India's ambitious FAME 2. What is the full form of FAME? So this is faster adoption and manufacturing of hybrid and EV. What is EV? This is electric vehicle. So this scheme has now further extended by 2 years till March 31st, 2024. So this is very important. And this is FAME 2. And Minister of State and Finance Minister of State of Finance and Corporate Affairs Anurag Thakur announced the deadline to link PAN with Aadhaar, and this has also been extended by 3 months to September 30, 2021. So this type of questions are frequently asked in many examinations, so you must remember this data. Moving forward, so Taj rated strongest hotel brand in the world. So in a recent ranking list, and so Taj rated as the strongest brand, and Taj is headquartered at Mumbai, scored 89.3 out of 100 score. Moving forward, and this report was basically provided by consultancy brand Finance. Okay, and this is UK based brand. Now Reserve Bank of India sets rule for appointment of MDs, WTDs for Urban Cooperative Bank. So RBI has set some rule. So what is the first rule? That RBI has set rules for appointing MD and a whole-time director in urban cooperative banks, limiting the total stint of a person to 15 years. So this is important point. And then at the point of first appointment, the tenure of the director can be for a period between 3 to 5 years. The reappointment after 15 years can happen only after a gap of 3-year cooling period. Then this is not so important. This point is very important. And then what is the minimum age of a person? So the minimum age of a person should not be less than 35 years, super important, and not more than 70 years anytime during the tenure. Then to be eligible for the post, the person should have a combined experience of at least 8 years at the middle or senior management level in the banking sector. So these 2 points is very super important. So must remember for the recent examination. Moving on, the biography of New Zealand's 40th Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern. So Supriya Vani and Karl Harte recently published a biography of Jacinda Ardern, and the title of this is Leading with Empathy. Okay. And in the previous video, I asked you about the Finance Minister of Tamil Nadu, because he is in news, means he constantly remains in the news because of his different kind of things, like he has studied from MIT USA, so he do different kind of stuff, and the name of that person is PTR Palanivel Thiagarajan. So must remember, this is also very important. Moving forward, this is some extra news. So at 56.075% credit to GDP ratio, total outstanding bank credit stood at 1.52 trillion in 2020. Okay, so total bank credit was about $1.5 trillion in the last year, according to BIS, Bureau of International Settlement. But this is still the second lowest among all its Asian peers. And B. Raghunandan has been appointed as the Secretary of TRI, and as per the QS Executive MBA rankings, so IIM Bangalore has ranked the best in India. and RBI extended the restrictions already imposed on PMC Bank till December 31st. And if you talk about the current GDP forecast, so as per India Ratings and Research, the GDP forecast for this financial year it is 9.6, and as per Modi it is 9.6, and as per Standard and Poor, it is S&P, it is 9.5%. So if you like this video, just smash the like button and also press the bell icon to stay in touch. Okay, and for the courses you can check out the description box. See you in another video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.